Okay. What are the common forms of domestic violence? Emotional abuse, intimidation, or humiliations. Such situations. So, people intimidate you, brainwash you, belittle you, destroy your self-esteem. Like, I don't look like $1 million, and they will tell me I can't talk about it in public. That such situations simply are all around the world, because I don't have this, I don't have that. Why you are talking when you have worse day, because I can. Okay, so forms: emotional abuse, intimidation. What's more? Intimidating, brainwashing, manipulating, exploiting. What's more? Everything to destroy your self-esteem. Everything. They will do everything for you to look shitty, to behave shitty, to show you in bad light in public that you are the bad one, that you are the oppressor when you are the victim. Okay, so sexual abuse. That's not also what people think. Sexual abuse is usually, it's not only sexual intercourse or making you have sex. No, not at all. Sex here is used to exploit the victim, or is forced on you, or it's in form of verbal, physical, it's demanding behavior, just demanding behavior, or even exposure to sexual things, like, short example. When you are a small kid and you are exposed to movies for adults, like watching porn movies, or when people have sex, or next to you, some around you who just masturbate or do other shitty things, or watch naked photos and the stuff, that's also sexual abuse. And if people tell you to do something like that, like, even to behave in a sexual way, like seductive and other, when you don't want another stuff, that's also it. But that's only a small example of that. Later it will be broadly discussed by me. These are just some examples, Physical abuse. Physical abuse, in short, it's not that physical, that body, only body includes body. No. Physical abuse is, of course, victim may suffer from physical pains and could be harmed through aggressive behaviors of the oppressor. It is one of subjects of that matter. But that's also when some of your physical needs are suppressed, that somebody tells you can't do this or that. It's just like over control over you. That's also physical abuse. For instance, that you can't have sex, that you can't go to the toilet. That's physical abuse, because physically they don't allow you to do things even your organism needs. Like, that's physical abuse, not only beating. Okay, that's one example. In short now, okay, so there was emotional abuse, so emotions and other stuff, by talking to you and making decisions on your behalf, like more like dominance and other stuff. Verbal abuse, threats, blames, coercion, weapons, motions, some strange gestures, to show that they want to do you harm, like, getting a knife or a doll or a bag and throwing at you. They threaten you, they want to control you. Bad behaviors, just, you are a target. That's verbal abuse. Usually it's when it's verbal, they just use, They talk that they will do this and that to you if you don't do this, and if they get some stuff like, you know, things into hands, it's just physical. It becomes physical. Okay, abusers. What do the abusers, when it comes to these abusers? They usually isolate the victim from all people around, from the society, put people against you by gossiping around you, that you are the bad one and targeting people at you. And they just isolate you from family, from friends, from other people. Sometimes you need to isolate if people are toxic, so it depends on the situation. And the abuser, main goal is to control you at all possible levels, that you can't leave, can't move on, can't progress when it comes to learning new things. You can't, because he wants to control you, what you do, where you do, with whom you want to do, everything is about control. And they want to abuse you financially and in other ways, like, you know, Cinderella in the kitchen, doing everything for them, telling you that you need to do this, you need to do that, no, that's wrong, you need to do. The whole of my life is like this with people around me. Shitters. Okay, and it's very often that the victim can't get help, and they try to make you rely only on the abuser, that no one will help you even if you ask, and you will continue to be abused, and that's their target. Just you have only yourself, and that's really shitty situation. I'm like that, really. I'm like that. But some ways, you know, you need to be simply aggressive, curse them out, and even beat them out from your space. I'm not joking, in self-defense, because such people are very dangerous. They can even kill you. I'm not joking. In such people, abusers will tell you what to do, how to do, what to say. They will tell you what you need to wear on you, like, you know, clothes and other stuff. They will do everything so that to change you the way they want to see you. They want you to do something. They want you this and that. And that's domination. That's freaking domination. And there is also economic abuse. Learn from me. I tell you, you will need that. Or your friends may need that in the future. Economic abuse is more about finances and place you live. For instance, victim like me is being blocked, restricted, rejected, all possible financial abuses, like stealing my correspondence, packages, mainly correspondence, blocking my email addresses and other stuff, like stalking, gang stalking, hacking, walking around you, behind your back, spreading rumors. Yeah, I'm in it right now. It's like 8 months of hard abuse and threats and other shit. So I can tell you what it is from my own life experience. And that control is through manipulation and force. Yeah, I agree. All possible threats, aggressive behaviors of people around, the same with neighbors and other people, even strangers, complete strangers, people from the past targeting you, everyone, just freaking everyone can be. And that's not paranoia, that's not STD, that's abuse. If people think that you are in a bad situation and no one will help you, they will attack. They will not help you. They will attack you and kick you where you are at the lowest. They will not help you. That's the reality. I can only help people by telling you how it looks like and what it is online. Because even my finances are restricted. Everything. Totally everything. People get billions and millions of dollars for giving psychological advices and all that stuff. And when it comes to my situation, if I do it, it's just like being screwed over or stolen from my wisdom, my experience, and flying with it like, you know, other people earning on my experience, but blocking me from getting cash from that. How shitty it is. That's my society. So economic abuse. Economic abuse also includes, especially in patriarchy, you know, that men are the dominators, conquerors, are the fathers of the family. right? Male privilege is connected strictly with economic abuse. Men want to abuse kids, females, even females just sometimes, sorry for Polish, abuse men, but it depends. And male privilege is based on the very interesting idea that the male is dominant over a woman, and they uses cultural beliefs, and tradition as the fuel to dominate women, so to control us and kids, and to tell us that's the tradition, you need to be in the kitchen, you need to, as a kid you need to go to church, as a kid you need to this. That's abuse, economic, cultural abuse, male abuse. Internationally, people know about it. That's the highest level of psychology, and even a little bit of psychiatry. So now you see what is my level, and 36 years of experience plus I learn each day, and I fight for my life with these shitty people who are my abusers and want to abuse me, neglect me, and do other shit in groups, hundreds, thousands, and a lot of them in real life. And tell me you are strong. Look at me. How many target me and no one helps me? And when they want to help, it's just like, give me something in return. No. In return, I can give you thank you. Next. Okay, so that was about abuses. I need to turn into Polish, I think, to talk about it. I have a lot. I hope that I helped you in some way on the basis of my experience, and you will use that knowledge to save your life.